Something that I was thinking about from earlier today when I was looking at some news, and it was really about a day or two ago this happened, that the Biden administration was rebuffed by the UAE and has been repeatedly rebuffed by OPEC. So the whole idea of like that, we're literally thinking of trying to buy fuel from like Venezuela. That idea, that very concept is literally defeat. So what a lot of people who they want to make excuses for the Biden administration, they're really stuck on hating Trump, and Trump was so bad and blah blah blah. The problem you have now is fundamentally the Democrats have been defeated. They, as an American party, they have been defeated. Now, as something that is un-American and is trying to destroy the nation and is actually trying to destroy this thing called the United States, so that by the end of it, we'll have something other than the Constitution as a governing document. That is what the idea is. And that's quite obvious. Now, the problem that Democrats might think, oh yeah, you can't handle the revolution. Oh, it's too much vagina for you. This is the big deal. The rebuffing by all these different countries, what this is nobody in the world can trust the Democratic Party now. That's what the rebuff tells you. Like, no one in the Middle East, the GCC is real. The GCC has no use for the Democratic Party. They have more than enough money. Israel's building them weapons. They're funding these the top end of technological warfare that's being used in the Middle East in a quiet war that has that nobody's covering, because if it gets covered, then it's going to be the open admission that Trump's realignment of power in the world worked. That he in the Middle East and a whole lot of other players are realigning power, and that is it. The Democrats are trying desperately to sort of have or pretend that the old power, that there's an old, not exactly an old power system, but it's what they were relying on, and to a great extent the Pentagon itself. The Pentagon, the rhinos, the uniparty. Now you're seeing it that the Democrats have almost nobody in the world who's on their side. Now the last part of it that are the major banks. The major bankers and world powers are basically saying that if you don't ascribe to all these ideas that are mostly left of center parties of Europe, the Democratic Party stances, then you can't get your company funded. That's not going to last much longer. That's just simply money talks. Money talks, and environmentalism gets flushed down the toilet. And so now with woke banking is the last stage that the Democrats have, outside of all out total and fucking war, which they won't be able to pull off either, because no one will let them. There's critical points of sort of rank and file that won't make that happen, that won't let that happen. So just thought I'd put that out there, that the quite obvious defeat is already present. It's just that most people wouldn't recognize it because they don't really have good international news sources. They have no idea how little most of the, like, Barack Obama can go nowhere within the Ummah itself. So this is a guy who went out of his way to praise Islam as much as he could, how awesome it was growing up. But now he can't step foot in almost a single Islamic country because no one will have him. No one likes him. No one in the world trusts him or likes him. Guarantee you, most of the people in the world who are world powerful leaders who have no use for Barack Obama, most of these people probably also agree he was the first gay president. You know, they're probably totally on board with that. There's things I know about the point of view of the Islamic world on Barack Obama that's relatively unique. That, like, you have to know somebody who speaks Arabic to have known this stuff. But it really got shown out by the way that the GCC treated, or Donald Trump's meeting with the Islamic world, and how he and Melania were treated, when they were treated like royalty, while Barack Obama was treated like somebody who was summoned to meet royalty, and he acted like it too. He even acted like it, which made it even worse. And so that's there's no way back from the level of defeat that the Democrats have reached. There's nothing like this in the history of our country right now. And the Democrats have also proven they're fundamentally an anti-American party, in cahoots with the Pentagon and a bunch of rhinos. And now we're starting to find out from the Steele dossier, and looking more and more into the Steele dossier, that Britain is not our friend. Britain is absolutely not America's friend, and that we need to start treating Britain with a lot more open hostility. You know, that this is a country that their powerful people are constantly trying to undermine the Republic, and a lot of this is them acting also via what's it called? Canada. Yeah. So there we go. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He won't. Yes. Good work, liberal hive mind. Uh-oh. Oh no. Candace Owens releases the proof. Oh no. All right. This is going to be fantastic later on.